Now, see, this is the kind of story that makes you go, wait, what in the breaking bad is going on in Baton Rouge? A teacher, not a student, not some random visitor, was arrested after police say they found some illegal substances right there inside of a middle school. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you're teaching algebra with some extra stuff on the side, you might need to find a new career path because being a teacher ain't it. What's up, family? Welcome back to Inside a Scoop Report, where we break down the wildest and most unbelievable stories that somehow always end up being true. If you're new here, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, smash that like, share this video, and drop your city and state in the comments because I already know some of y'all teachers watching this are side-eyeing your coworkers right now. We're talking about a Baton Rouge teacher who got caught with a mini substance stash right inside the classroom, and y'all, this story is straight out of a movie. So, according to KLFY and WAFB, and also KOLN, the East Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's Office confirmed that a middle school teacher was arrested after an on campus illegal substance search uncovered three different types of illegal substances in the classroom. So officials say that the teacher who worked at a school by the name of Northdale Academy, she was acting very suspicious during a routine school safety check. So deputies brought in a K9 unit, and guess what? The dog hit on her bag, and that's when things got ugly. When officers searched the area, they found these illegal substances along with scales and even small baggies, like somebody was about to run a whole after school operation right out of home run. Be honest, y'all. If the teacher is the plug, what do you even say as a parent at a parent teacher conference? My kids are failing math, but your product is strong, really. So here is where I got my information. This is the news clip. If you want to go to the website, www.1011now.com to check out this news clip, you definitely can. I'm not going to play it because the playback is a little bit weird on my computer system. Not sure what's going on with that. So the police arrested the teacher on multiple charges behind this, right? Possession with intent to distribute. Now, the kicker is she was literally teaching when officers came into the classroom. Students were reportedly escorted out while deputies searched her desk and personal items. Now, authorities said that they were shocked by how bold she was to bring the narcotics into a school environment. What's the wildest thing y'all ever saw a teacher do growing up? Because I promise this story, it just raises the bar. So apparently, school officials first suspected something off after noticing a strong odor coming from her classroom. So you already know what that means. One parent told the advocate that their child said Miss So and so's room always smelled like a rapper's tour bus. Turns out the kids weren't lying. Once the principal called law enforcement, that's when the K9 sweep happened and the evidence was right there. Would you believe your kid if they came home saying my teacher smells like a particular substance, or would you think they were just exaggerating? Now, she is facing multiple charges, including the possession and intent to distribute and bringing controlled substances onto school property. Now, that's serious time, family, and we're talking about years if convicted. The school district said she's been placed on leave pending the outcome of the investigation, which, let's be honest, is the professional way of saying you're fired. And you already know parents are going off. They are demanding answers about how this went unnoticed for so long. Just be honest, like you would be upset too as a parent. Do y'all think schools should be checking teachers' bags the same way they check students? Or is that going too far? This whole thing sparked outrage from the community. The whole city of Baton Rouge is talking about it. Some folks say that this is just one bad apple, but others are asking real questions about teacher stress, burnout, and pay. Because let's be honest, a lot of teachers are underpaid and overworked and dealing with stuff at home that nobody talks about. Now, I'm not saying it excuses what she did, but it makes you wonder how many teachers are just one bad decision away from snapping on a pressure. Do y'all think this was just a reckless teacher, or do you think stress and mental health are playing a bigger part in stories like this? In my opinion, it does bring up a bigger point about trust and influence because teachers are just educators. They are authority figures, mentors, role models. So when one gets caught doing something like this, it shakes people's faith in the whole system. Kids see everything. You can't be out here teaching history at 10 a.m. and re-upping during lunch break. The message that it stands is dangerous. The community deserves better. So, do y'all think teachers today are being held to the same standard they used to be, or has society just stopped expecting professionalism from people in authority? Now, the police gave a statement. The East Baton Rouge Sheriff Office said in a press release that this investigation is part of a broader effort to keep schools safe from the infiltration of narcotics. Now, they praised the school for cooperating and said more random searches will happen going forward. But here's where some people are concerned. If school starts bringing K-9 units more often, what does that mean for innocent teachers and students? Would you feel safe knowing that police dogs are checking classrooms, or does that feel like too much policing inside of a school? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Here's how I see it, family. This whole situation is embarrassing, but it's also eye-opening. It's easy to clown her for being careless, but the bigger question is, how did we get to a point where educators are breaking under pressure like this? Teaching used to be one of the most respected jobs in the world. Now it's one of the most stressful and least supported. That doesn't excuse the behavior whatsoever. But it explains why we keep hearing these stories about teachers snapping, quitting, or getting caught up in crazy stuff like this. The system is broken. Do y'all think schools need better support systems for teachers, or should there just be a stricter punishment for stuff like this? So, yeah, family, a Baton Rouge teacher caught with that on the illegal substance in her classroom. She's in jail. The community's in shock, and the conversation is bigger than one person's mistake. At the end of the day, kids deserve a safe space to learn, and teachers deserve the support to do their jobs without losing their minds or their morals. Drop your thoughts in the comments and what would you do if you found out your kid's teacher got arrested at school for something like this? Would you forgive them, or is this one mistake too far? Do not forget to subscribe, like, and share this video because these are the stories that show how wild and real things are getting out here. This is Inside the Scoop Report, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Stay smart, stay focused, and remember, not every lesson comes from a textbook.